So this is an introduction to the parent group login in InquiryMax. So if I click onto parent group at the top, it gives me a list of the retailers that are connected to my parent group. Now all of these I can actually click into and go into more detail and start to have a look at daily log, etc. So I can have a look at detail in there. But the best way to explain parent group is if you want to make changes to all of your retailers in just a few clicks without having to do that in individual systems or individual retailers InquiryMax systems, then this is a great place to do it. So we'll just go through the down the left hand side. So manage users first. Once you've got InquiryMax parent group set up, which can only be done by support or your account manager can set that up, please do, if you don't have a parent login, please do contact support or your account manager. Once you've got it set up, then you can add as many users to this as you wish, but bearing in mind, if you're going to manage your businesses centrally using the parent login, be careful who you give the login details to, just to make sure they don't make changes that you don't authorize. I would recommend probably a low number of people actually access parent group. Then we have tool privileges. So you can see retailer, child and parent group. So at the moment, all of these tools sections here are being managed at retailer level. But let's say that I would like to, as a group head or a head of marketing, I want to control the sources of inquiry. So if I click on that and then click save, it will take my sources of inquiry and put them all there. So I can now start to enter my sources of inquiry, and that will cascade down into all of my dealerships without me having to go and do that individually. Okay, you can do that with any of the tool privileges available. I'm just going to pass that back. Okay, you can see the changes may override any tool settings that have been currently set. So please do bear in mind that if your retailers have already put in a lot of sources of inquiry, by you taking it to parent level and then adding more and then passing it back, it will delete all of the ones that they've put in and replace those deleted ones with the ones that you've just added at parent level. So please do bear that in mind. GDPR settings. So your privacy policy needs to go in here. So if you wanted to add a new version or you wanted to edit the current version, just click onto that, update your privacy policy, and then save it at the bottom, and that will obviously date and timestamp onto your audit trail. And if there's any new topics that you want to add, or if you just want to take, if you want to hide social media or just take the legitimate interest route of GDPR, then it's all set up in here. Really simple. Export forecast targets. So if I go down into my test site, which is Marks Motors, and I want to set a target in there of 25 used, 35 new, 10 Motability and fleet of 100, and save that. Okay, so that's saved in September. I would then go in October, November, December and save each month as I go through. So load all your targets, and then if I want to group that into a geographical area of the UK, so if I'm a large group and I say, okay, well I want to look at, I want to split it north and south, then I can do that easily here, add a geographical group, name it, and then save that as a sub. And then once I've done all that, I can then actually put my email address in here, choose how often I would like to see the report come through and which reports I want to see, and then they will come to me every day with that geographical grouping, and it will show me how far away from the target. So the targets that I've set, how far away am I from them? What's my gap to achieve that? So it'll give you your month to date, your the difference in where you need to get to, and what the actual target is as well. The daily weekly sales will tell you how many inquiries you've had, how many test drives, how many orders you've done for the time period that you set it at, etc. And then new car by brand as well you can look at for the quarter. So it's very easy to set up, and they just come straight through to whoever's email you put into here. As I said, you can click up to the actual retailer systems as well if you want to go into the detail of the retailer. But parent login is great for making them changes.